Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PimpinPaul's Drunk and Unscripted Game Review Explosion. These first few videos are sort of low quality, as they were filmed in 2006. I have done all I can to brighten them up, and to make them palatable. However, after this video, the production value goes nowhere but up. So please, watch these original videos, and stay tuned for more PimpinPaul's Drunk and Unscripted Game Review Explosion.
Hello, I am Pimpin' Paul McDonald. You are invited here with me to review some video games. The only difference, however, is my show, where I review games, is different from others in the fact that I do not know which game I'm going to review. It's just a random draw of the cards.
PimpinPaul's Drunk and Unscripted Game Review Xplosion!
First game we have is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Hated it. Second game we have Street Fighter 4. Now, I will say that I did not hate this game. It had a good soundtrack, and it went back to the 2D platform fighting game that I love so much in the original Street Fighters. It went away from the three-dimensional fighting games that they had in EX and EX Plus Alpha. So that was a big increase in charisma for me, even though I know that's not the right word. But however, this is a very good game. Next one is Resident Evil Outbreak. I will say, big disappointment for most Resident Evil fans, especially when they heard that it would be online capable. I've heard of many complaints because of the lack of online communication that was available. My cousin once told me of a time he tried to get somebody with a lockpick to open a door for him, and he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about for like 15 fucking minutes. And then they died a horrible death at the hands of zombies. I don't even know how to kill the leeches on the hive level, so I just said fuck it. And this is one of the many games that I own that I just said fuck it and never even tried to beat after a while. And it's fucked up because I beat it once, and I was drunk, and I don't remember how I got past that one level. So I'm just like, how did my drunk self do better at video games than my sober self? It's just fucking ridiculous. It's beyond fucking ridiculous. Next game we have is Kingdom Hearts 2. This is a good and a bad game. Based on two reasons. It's a good game in the fact that it's the best live-action RPG that you can get as far as live-action battle, no wait times on action turns. It's beyond uncanny, actually. The game is done very beautifully. The bad part is, however, if you're caught playing this with some motherfucker that hates Disney and watches you playing Under the Sea, the musical, while you're playing this, this is kind of like a kiddish game. If you're over 25 and playing this, you're in trouble. We have Chaos Legion. Devil May Cry knockoff. Next game. Devil May Cry 4. Ain't that fucking ironic. Anyway, Devil May Cry 4. It's unique in the Devil May Cry series. And the fact that you don't start off playing as Dante. You play as a different character named Nero. Which, I'm sorry, you can all send me hate mail, but he's cooler than fucking Dante. I don't give a shit. He kicks ass. I beat the shit out of Dante with Nero. Anyway, as far as that goes, I mean, it's like it's like a Devil May Cry game. Except, half the time you get to play as a dude with a big ass glowing claw that's cooler than Dante. Fuck you. Final Fantasy, I'm not even going to attach the number to that one. Final Fantasy 12. Another letdown, but it's not that bad. Final Fantasy 12, it has a unique storyline. Actually, not that unique now that I'm thinking about it. They stole it from what was that game? Fuck it, whatever. Part of it's also Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics had a lot to do with this. Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Most of the espers that you summon in this game are based on the Final Fantasy Tactics espers, or Tactics Advanced espers. And a lot of it's just rehashed. The Kingdom of Evil East, that was in Vagrant Story. That was the game. Vagrant Story brought forth the Kingdom of Evil East through Squaresoft, and then Final Fantasy Tactics continued that storyline. And this one, I guess, capsizes it. And really, it's a unique game to the Final Fantasy series because of the fact that your character, all the battles are in real time. It's kind of like a World of Warcraft of Final Fantasy. And granted, they predated this with Final Fantasy XI, which was an MMORPG. But Final Fantasy XI did not have that thick of a main storyline. And they decided to go back to the main storyline with this one. And it is, however, it is a lot better than Final Fantasy XI. But it is much inferior to Final Fantasy VII. And no game since Final Fantasy VII in the Squaresoft library has ever surpassed that. Metal Gear Solid 3. God, I love this game. It took off. Metal Gear Solid had a lot of good things about it. I mean, infinitely good things about it. Metal Gear Solid 2 added to that with the gameplay. It took away from the storyline, but then Metal Gear Solid 3 added the storyline back. It had actually a good storyline and better game physics. And my favorite part about it was capturing a poisonous animal like a big ass fucking snake and just throwing it at a guy and making him fucking die of poison. And him not even know that it was me. This game was fucking awesome. However, bet you thought I wouldn't have a bitch about this game, but I do. Now, what was it? Oh, yeah. I will say the anti-personnel sensor is very fucking weak. It should not even be an item. It doesn't beep unless you're close enough for them to fucking spot you anyway. What's the fuck the point? Your anti-personnel sensor should be just for in case there's a dude in the general vicinity. But it doesn't work like that, and it wastes your battery power, and it's useless. Get rid of the anti-personnel sensor if you're going to make it suck so much dick. Tekken Tag. Wow. This one, it seems like, oh, I never took the top sticker off of it, and it doesn't even have Tekken Tag inside of it anymore. It's Ultimate Spider-Man. So I will do 2 reviews in one. Tekken Tag suck bonky dolls. And if you're wondering what bonky dolls are, that's my drunk way of saying donkey balls. Anyway, Tekken Tag sucked ass. And I say that with all due respect. It sucked ass. And I was good at this game. Which means I was a professional ass sucker. Anyway, this game is much better. And the reason why is they finally got web slinging right. It's the feeling you get like with Grand Theft Auto, where you can just go around the city and just do what you want. And I think that is a lovely characteristic of any game, just freedom. That's what humanity longs for, is freedom. Freedom to do what we want. Freedom to go ahead and shoot a hooker in the head after she gives us head because we want our money back. That kind of freedom. Am I right, America? Anyway, this next review is going to be of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I will review this game from the perspective of, this is one game me and my cousin looked forward to for a long time. And his girlfriend bought it for us, and we stayed up all night playing the motherfucker just to find out that you can unlock everything just by holding L2 and or L1. And fucking going to the store and hitting X and exiting out of the shop over and over again. Going in and exiting out of the shop while holding L2 and L1 would gain us all the shit we got by sitting up all night playing it. Eric came over and was like, hey, look at this. Boom, and got us the rest of the shit we were missing, and we're like, you fucking suck, dude. And it was bullshit, really. I mean, because if you don't know about the code and somebody comes over to your house and fucking just like, boom, that's all the shit you needed, you just look at them like, the fuck? This has been Pimpin' Paul McDonald, wishing all of you a good night and good luck beating that last level.